And this is the part where everybody's really shy until the first person asks.
Okay, what?
What's your favorite cover?
My favorite cover song to do?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on what mood I'm in.
I
Last
already
month
know the
it
answer,
was.
so,
You do? You know the answer? Last month it was Class War.
Class 4, 7 is.
The Dills.
Yeah.
What do you think my favorite one is? Why do you say you know? I don't even know, because it changes all the time.
Just want to see what your reaction is. See what they rehearsed, you know?
Yes.
Specific things that inspired We Don't Need the English.
I didn't write We Don't Need the English. Craig Lee wrote it, and he wrote it in response to a Stranglers song. And I wish I could tell you all the details, but I didn't write it.
Oh, well.
Darn bad answer, I know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done on stage?
The craziest thing I've ever done on stage?
Yeah.
You know, the craziest things I used to do, I don't really remember because I would drink a lot, and I'd get in fights with the people that were on stage with me. Or, like, I remember being really sick and taking a bottle of Vicks Formula 44 and just drinking it like it was a bottle of booze, and drinking the whole thing and then having to go behind an amp and throw up. That was kind of gross. But I also remember being like, I don't know, in my 40s and going to a concert, and my friend was playing, and I thought, this would be really cool time to get up on this table and dance. And it was a pedestal table. So I went down with spotlight. So that's all I remember. Yeah.
What's the best song that you ever wrote?
The best song that I ever wrote. Wow, you ask hard questions.
Yeah, I know, because we've done so many songs.
Okay, let's see. I'll go my nose by some time. I think Happy Accidents is one of my favorite songs. Happy Accident is a song that I wrote about a woman who kills her abusive husband. And I used to do that with Las Tres, with Teresa Covarrubias, who was in the Brat, and Angela Logo, who was in Odd Squad. They had a band called Las Tres. And Dan recorded. Yes, Dan recorded that for us. Yes. Thank you. And there's actually, thank you for reminding me, I have an EP that I'll be selling, and it has a version of that song done by Goddess 13, which is just me and Teresa. So. And it has Stay Home Bomb, which I had with Lisa. It's a band with Lisa. Thank you, thank you. And Castration Squad. All right, who's immortalized on one of these posters here? Or posters, or these, not posters. What are these? Paintings, collages. Yeah.
You have a super cool website you should be telling people about too.
I have a super cool website, and you should come and see it. And I have interviews with women who were part of the original LA punk scene, including Seal. And are there any other women that are here that are in that? No, I think Seal is part of the early punks, and she's part of that. She was, and you should know her because she's friends with Go-Go's, and you're a big Go-Go's fan. She used to work with the Go-Go's.
I was a bad influence. They kicked me out because I drank too much.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
We will make no comments about that. Yes.
Tell us about gluttony.
About gluttony?
Yeah.
So, you know, Craig Lee wrote most of the songs, right? You know that. He did. I wrote very few songs. When I first joined the when Patricia and I first started that, we wrote almost all the songs, and then when Craig Lee joined us, he was a writer. He actually used to write television series, and his mother was a producer. His mother, Joanna Lee, was in Plan 9 from Outer Space. She was one of the aliens, and she also went on to be a famous Hollywood producer. And he used to write not only porn, but he did write porn, but he also wrote for Room 222, which was a TV program that was on, and then another one called The Mods Blog, which was sort of like these 60s. So he started writing. He wrote Gluttony, and I think he wrote it about what it sounds like, just eating eating a lot. I don't know if there were other things that he was dealing with, but he did battle his weight and had issues with eating. Yeah.
I like being in the decline of Western civilization. What that did for your career, what that did for you as a band or Lane.
Yeah, I have really mixed feelings about the decline. I know that it was really good for me, and I know a lot of people would not have heard of me if it wasn't for the decline, so I'm grateful that I was included in it. I was included in it because the Go-Go's couldn't be in it, and my band was at a point where we were starting to break up, and you can see it in the movie, I think. You can see that, well, actually you can't see it because one of the founding members is already not in the band with us, but I just don't think it caught our band at its best, so I regret that.
But in terms of the music and the scene, being a part of that?
The scene was really changing, and that particular show was really bad for us because there were 5 bands being filmed, and we were the last band being filmed. It was a hardcore audience, and we were like one of the earliest bands, so we really belonged to a different scene that had a different mentality. So I feel a lot of times I remember going to the premiere and thinking, we don't fit in there. That's, I felt like we were oddballs, and I thought it was a bad thing. I thought like we're out of touch. I don't know what, And I recently did a reading in Seattle with Robert Lopez, who is Alves, and he's amazing. But he did some songs with me and helped me out with the reading. And we were talking about the decline because I was asked the same question, and he said he always felt like his band was also didn't really fit in. And then we looked at each other and we thought, maybe that's a good thing,
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You should have been at the Hong Kong a year before the filming.
Anybody else?
Was there ever talk about you guys, some incarnation, playing at the Mass Reunion show, or was that never a possibility?
The Bags?
Yeah, I mean, I realized it would have been, but was there, yeah.
No, Craig Lee's gone,
Yeah.
and Rob Ritter's gone, and Patricia lives in England. Terry is around. I don't see him that often. I would be, happy to play with him sometime, but where he's not playing on a regular basis. I live in Arizona now, so it's really hard. I'm friends with these guys, and they're always, with Lisa and too, and so we play whenever we can. When I need somebody to play with me, they're happy to play with me, and I love having them. Any other questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to play your own shows?
No. I don't want to do like a whole concert.
Yeah, I'm super regular.
I don't plan on that right now. I really just want to I really want to enjoy the book tour without planning further than that, because the book tour is my baby. The book is my baby. I never put out an album. I have been in so many bands that I've loved, and that people think, oh, she was in Castration Squad, she was in Stay at Home Bomb, and like I've been in so many bands that I think are noteworthy, and we have no material. So now I have this book, and I'm not gonna just let it fade. I don't want the book to just end up in the bargain bin. I want to promote it and focus on that for right now.
Yes.
I know, he's mad. Yes, Seal.
And your book is really inspirational. It's amazing that you're doing this, because I find people from all over the country that I know that are going to your shows and just so thrilled by it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I get inspired when I go to different places. I'm really surprised when I go, go to the East Coast or go to Canada. I went to Canada for the first time ever, and people were there and they'd heard of me, and it's thanks to the decline, right? But I get enormous support, so I'm pleasantly overwhelmed. Come in. There's more room over here, Come on in. I don't want you to. Yeah. And there's room on this big couch right here too.
The round food.